So there's a popular YouTube blogger. His name is Chris Muslis, originally from Canada. This youth goes to different countries. He would go to Haiti, he would go to Trinidad, he would go to Jamaica. And he goes to volatile communities and he makes videos about gang activity in these countries. Now, people, as a Jamaican blogger, that is something I would not do because of safety reasons, because of the type of person that I am. I would automatically become a target. As a matter of fact, I would not be given that opportunity as a blogger to go in any sort of volatile community. That would be like some sorts of take for yourself mission. However, people, I guess, whenever you are foreigner or whenever you are HITE, the rules are a little bit different. Like me say, Jamaican and people overseas frying for people like that. He has the opportunity and he took advantage of his opportunity. No sorts of hating on that. So the latest place in which he went is Trinidad and Tobago, Twin Island. And he was filming some sorts of videos about the gangs over there, rival gangs and the situation. Apparently, he was stepping on a couple of toes, not the gangsters. The gangsters were okay because they were showing their type of lifestyle, their tool, and sending out all sorts of threats subliminally and straightforward to the enemy. However, it seems as if the government of Trinidad and Tobago did not like that, and I heard that he was charged. He was locked up. His cameras, his phone, his laptop was confiscated because they said that he was violating under the Anti-Gang Act. It is said that he was also charged for violation of immigration. Now, people, based on treaties as it pertains to journalism, the press, free press, democratic press, you are supposed to get certain immunities from doing certain things that the ordinary person would not or should not be able to do. Because the truth and the fact is that as a country, whether it is Trinidad in this case, Jamaica, people want the truths. And the conventional media, they do not show it. They are pretty much handcuffed. So pretty much they show the good side. However, journalists, bloggers, they would show the truth, the reality of exactly what is going on. So therefore, it seems as if he ruffled a few feathers in a Trinidad and it came back and it haunted him. Now, people, this is setting a very bad example for Trinidad and countries like Jamaica and people I know. If Jamaica has its way, sooner or later they are going to be implementing, clamping down on bloggers who are putting out the truth, because based on what they are saying, it is damaging the image of the country. But the truth and the fact is that these people, us people, all we do is put out reality. Well, most of us, some of us are big time liars. However, as it pertains to the traditional media, as it pertains to the government, who is the problem? They are the ones that are mismanaging the country. They are the ones that allowed crime to get out of control. So therefore, now they want to blame somebody. They want to point a finger and say, the blogger them are cause it. But the truth and the fact is that bloggers, they just talk about what exists, what is going on, the reality, the harsh reality, whether it is Trinidad or whether it is Jamaica. Now, people, like you see, maybe there is some sorts of immigration rule that if you're a foreigner, you cannot record certain things, don't know the rules and regulation over there. However, what I do know, what is supposed to set precedent or supposed to supersede, is the fact that this man is a journalist. He went through the immigration in Trinidad and Tobago legally. So therefore, he was there for a little while, because I've seen many videos that went viral because people, say people like all sorts of gang activity. And whenever you're showing any sorts of GUNS or any sorts of badness, people just like it. So people gravitate to his channel. But people, like they said, For every disappointment, maybe it is a blessing in disguise. Maybe he is seeing a sign that, listen, what you are doing is not really safe. Maybe you might want to reconsider, but people like me say, once the money is there, once the hype, once the view, once the fame is there, people are going to continue until they are stopped in their track for whatever reason. People, hopefully he will be released. Hopefully he will get back his laptop, his phone, his camera, and whatever he uses to do his job. People, this is a very bad example of Trinidad or for Trinidad. Don't be shocked if we see the same thing happening in Jamaica based on these people that they are acting as if they are some sorts of dictators. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that dancehall artists Raja Wild and also Valiant, hot artists, they were scheduled for some sorts of event called Outside in Trinidad, Tobago specifically. However, people, it seems as if the paperwork or the money was not forthcoming, and it seems as if that show had to be stalled. This is the actual commercial showing the two artists that were going to be there at this event. Like I said, it is called Outside. Take a listen, take a look at an edited version, and then I'll give my piece. So people, that was the actual ad that was put out. However, like I said, the money was not forthcoming. I am going to show you a video of the actual events, and then I am going to give my piece.
Yep. Tobago, sorry, but business come first. Promoters end finish pay the bill. So I got to shut this thing down to make sure that I get my money. Right, so enjoy the night, the music done.
So people, that was the actual event that was supposed to take place, that did not take place, was not conclusive, did not have an end or come to a favorable end. People, here's the thing when it comes to these promoters. A lot of these persons are people that are in illicit kind of stuff, so therefore they are not really good business people. Just like how them live them life reckless with whatever they are doing, it is the same way in which they conduct business. Artists out there in Jamaica, make sure so you get your 50% deposit. Make sure when you get there, you get the money, the balance before you even touch the stage, or else you too might become a victim. There's also a next video showing both artists, Raja Wild and Valiant, at the airport trying to leave without the money bag. Take a listen, take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
He and Raja Wild, no money. No money bad.
Now people, like I said, there are protocols that you need to follow as an artist. Make sure you get the deposit. Make sure say you get paid. Make sure that you don't go on any sorts of promises. Like them say, a promise is a comfort to a fool. I hope that these artists will learn from this experience and don't make the same mistake. Whether at Jamaica, whether at Trinidad, whether America, any place, just use the same sorts of protocol and you should be okay. Point blank and period. So the next thing that is popping in the news, whenever you are a part of the Body Club, meaning the rich, influential people, including politicians and other criminals, membership has its privilege. There's a company, SSL, it defrauded hundreds of persons, billions of dollars, millions of dollars in the US. However, people, we have not heard the main persons that are in charge being questioned, investigated, locked up and charged as yet. One scapegoat, Jean Ann Panton. Now people, it is said that the FSC, meaning Financial Securities Commission, they were supposed to oversee that company and make sure say, the investors get back their money, make sure that the investigation is done properly. However, it seems as if SSL decided that it wanted its own trustee, so therefore they appointed a trustee to oversee the operation. That trustee's name is Cadian Campbell. So based on court documentation out there, the FSC sued SSL, and it is saying that Mr. Campbell's appointment, the trustee, is in breach of directives, and this is an attempt to frustrate the investigators in their investigation. So therefore, they feel as if Mr. Campbell and the SSL, they are conspiring. However, people, surprisingly, a judge ruled in the High Court and said that it did not agree with the FSC. So even while putting forth a solid case, the judge ruled in the favor of the SSL's trustee, even though the FSC said that the SSL solvency declaration was flawed because they did not give an accurate description of their financial situation, and they did not report some sorts of fraud that took place as early as or as late as January of 2023. So people, them defraud billions of dollars, millions of US. However, the judge still ruled in their favor of the SSL and their trustee. Now people, I am no sorts of legal mind. However, certain things just makes no sense. How is it that a company like SSL gets its way, appoints a trustee that they pay that is going to be in their best interests? What about the best interests of the committees that are supposed to be monitoring, investigating this case? Common sense would tell us that the investigative body, financial body, would be the right person since they are supposed to be independent. Instead of a company, SSL, appointing its own trustee that is working in the interest of that company. People, we've seen from day one all sorts of shaky stuff. So therefore, we should not be surprised when these people get their way, because like I said, whenever you are in the body club, in which SSL is, they are going to get all sorts of decision that is going to shock us. Well, it should not shock us anymore because we should expect the unexpected. It tells you that the government, these companies, they are in bed together. They are looking out for each other. They have their best interests at heart. It has become more apparent by the day, by the moment, by the seconds, that these people will do just about anything that they feel like doing. Even though people are watching them, scrutinizing them, they have the power, and power, it moves mountain along with money. Money make people jump through hoops. Money make these people defy gravity and get away with all sorts of ish that the average Jamaican citizen cannot get away with. So even while you're a victim and looking for justice, you are going to be even more further victimized and pretty much disrespected, spit upon, stepped in your head, point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.